how to not stop. In yesterday's video, I talked about why we stop doing things and how it's often underpinned by that dichotomous thinking, all or nothing, black or white approach. And I didn't just want today's video to be do the opposite of that. That will be part of it. Challenging that mindset will probably help you more than anything else. But also wanted to look at other ways we can approach what we're doing in a way to minimise the chance of us stopping. Because I bet there are things you've done in your life that you've done consistently for months, years or decades now that you haven't really stopped. And maybe you've slowed down and sped up on a circumstance dictates, but you just haven't stopped. And you haven't really given all that much thought as to why. We just do it because of what it brings to our life in a way that we value without really thinking about it a great deal. Maybe we've got certain TV programmes we've watched forever, or the fact that we sit down of an evening and watch TV to relax. We've got certain people we've spent time with, certain things we do, work that we go to, etc. So how can we set up these other things that we're perhaps struggling with in a similar way to the stuff that we don't stop doing? Can we make it as easy as possible? We make our work, relatively speaking, as easy as possible. We remove any barriers, any things that make it a bit harder. We make watching our favourite TV programmes easy by just having the right package, remote control, etc. How can we make healthy eating and exercise as easy as possible? It's having the right things in place, having the right ingredients, the right things there so that when it comes time to hungry o'clock, that's a relatively easy decision to make. It's having our workout gear already ready. It's having the sessions booked in and planned days, maybe more in advance. How can we make it as well so that maybe it's somewhat enjoyable? You know, most of the things we do on a regular basis, we'll get some degree of enjoyment from, at the very least find tolerable for the other benefits it brings. You know, we might not absolutely love work, but we probably find it tolerable enough to justify doing it for the money it pays us and what that brings to our life. How can we make these better food choices and exercise choices, again, somewhat enjoyable? Can we meet a friend for a workout? Can we set ourselves a little target to improve on it week on week if that motivates us? Can we look at food choices that might not be the best food choice there is, as in, again, it won't get us in the Olympics, but it's better than what we were doing before, but that we find equally enjoyable, costs the same, just as convenient, and so on. So there's no real reason not to make that better food choice. If we're reliant on using willpower to force ourselves to do something we don't really want to do, we're not going to get very far. We're going to stop. So set up the things that perhaps you're struggling with or have struggled with in the past in the same sort of way as other things in your life that you don't stop with. And while you're at it, challenge that all or nothing mindset because it doesn't make any sense.